Welcome back. Bill, a medical doctor, but a passionate farmer. Today we are going to do another farm tour because a lot of things have changed on the farm, and like you can hear from the noise in the background and perhaps what you're seeing right behind me, there's a lot going on. Come and let's check this all out. Let's start with the lower part of the farm where we have the poultry. Now the poultry free ranges, so we try to restrain it within our boundaries so that it doesn't loiter in the neighbors' gardens. Well, you remember the tragedies that we have suffered before doing this. And remember the finger euphorbia? Yes, very awesome. It's actually growing pretty well. I'm hoping that by the end of the year it will have reached the top of this chain link so that it closes up the fence pretty well and pretty nicely naturally. And moving over to the ponds, who do we have here? Their best friend, the geese and the ducks, and they're excited to see visitors. No wonder they are running to their favorite hangout place, the water. You're going to find out where these geese are actually going just a little bit later. When we turn to the other side, you could see the boys figured out an interesting way of getting the water from the pond to the raised bed so that they don't have to carry it over and over again. And here we do have two raised beds where we are planting some flowers and nice looking plants so that we can beautify the farm. And because we are doing it in the sunny season, we want to keep the water in the soil by covering it with mulch. But not just that, we also are irrigating it. And you could see right down here, let's just check it out. Can you see? That's the water. Now that seems to be going well, and there you go, we finally find out where these girls had gone. These are raised beds as well, and we are trying to plant the flowers and nice looking plants as before, but also some aloe vera, because it helps us treat some of the birds. We're just still making these raised beds, and as a rule you should not dig on a raised bed. And oops, if you didn't see that, let's just turn the other side. The other thing you shouldn't do is what these girls are doing. You should never walk on a raised bed. You know what? We'll just talk about the raised beds in a separate video. Turning over here, we have a couple of turkeys, a number actually, and they are feeding on weeds. And that's what they literally do the whole day. So getting out of there just quickly so that we can see the other stuff on the upper part of the farm. We'll move out of the gate and then just move straight up, and that leads us to, yes, the farmhouse. And you can see we planted some Bracharia grass in front, and the trees right here have really grown. Look at this jackfruit tree. However, the temporary shelter has become pretty old. We'll soon remove it because it's not functional anymore. Just above it, we have one of my favorite places on the farm. This place holds memories because of the transitions that it has had. It has these nice looking plants which, remember the name? Exactly. This is Caliandra, a very beautiful shrub. It's a bit woody, but it flowers throughout the year for the bees and provides a very beautiful shade while giving a very nice and lovely look. I've done lots of videos while seated on different aspects of this particular forest park. So lovely and so nice. But there are also other trees that I planted over here, But well, let's just focus on what brought us. This is the apiary. So checking out on the bees. Yes, guys, I have definitely abandoned these ladies because I've been so engaged with all the other areas that you've seen and are yet to see. But these ladies are going to be relocated to a new home because this has become so beautiful for them. I would prefer to put them in a better place and then reserve these for hanging out because I mean, look at the beautiful blue sky contrasting with this nice tree cover all over the place. There are actually lots of trees right there in the background. There is bamboo, and then this tall tree you see on the right is called enongo. Well, let's get going. And oh god, look at that caliandra just one more time. Okay, I'm done, guys. Let's just move to the other side. Here you can see an open field where we are planting beans. But let's just turn over to the other side and pass by the orchard where we've got a few fruits. And the very first one that you can see right here is the mango. And just at the back there is an avocado tree. And well, just turning around a little bit, you could see right there in the shade we have, yes, that's the pawpaw. Oh god, I love these pawpaws. They are short and they are nice. They are pretty tasty, easy to pick. You don't even have to stretch. Yes, but in the entire orchard, we also did plant this grass because we need grass for lots of reasons. Cover the beds, to act as forest, to do lots of things. So yes, that's the Bracharia grass. Now going over to the other side, we did plant beans on raised beds. And guys, don't you like this? Like they are mulched, but then the beans are in lines and they are growing pretty well, very beautiful. It's really an entire garden you can see right over there. And walking past this shelter, we'll talk some more about it at another time. But yes, this is what we are rushing to look at, the flowering coffee. This is heavenly. I'm telling you, it smells just like it looks. Very angelic, very heavenly, very beautiful. So when moving in the coffee farm, I usually move in the swells, and above you could see those stones and rocks which work as fanya terraces for us. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch this video in the video description. So you remember the coffee is on the steepest part of the farm, so moving up to where we've reached right now is no joke, guys. And well, I can turn around so that you see how far we've come. You can see that we do have lots of stones. We have really tried to move these stones and place them in the terraces, place them in the connecting channels, but some stones are so huge. Like, look at this thing. I think it's even heavier than myself, so they had to move and we just let them be. So this is the topmost part of the farm, and that's the upper boundary with the corn plant. Still young, but it will get to grow. But lately, we've been jumping over that boundary and lingering, loitering, spending lots of time in what was our neighbor's land because we are doing this. Yes, we are digging a big hole and throwing the stones at the sides of it. Yeah, boys love to play, and we are boys for sure. So this is a dam that we hope to store water at the topmost part of the farm. Now there's so much that I can jazz you about the dam, and that's a video of its own. I think it's going to be the next clip. Wow, but for now you can just look at this, not the dam itself, but the surrounding. I mean, look at that background, look at that view. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it awesome? That's quite a view, breathtaking. But let's get back right down so that we could rush through this and finish the tour. So we are back to the apiary. The apiary is the one on the other side behind that bamboo. This is more Bracharia grass that leads us right to the road in the middle of the farm. At the end of that road, we have a shelter that was meant to be a rabbit shelter. I'm not using it yet, but below it we've planted some more moringa because it helps us treat some of the birds. I guess it's time for me to catch some breath. It's hot, it's sunny, it's hilly.
but that's what's happening on the farm. Let me know what you think. Remember to like, remember to subscribe. See you later.